different types of videos. You guys can maybe notice. So, of course, right now, comment below. I'll give you guys a second. What videos you guys want to see, and of course, if you want a part 2. Obviously, you guys haven't watched the video yet, but based on the title, we are talking about why women love older men, why they're more attracted to older men. Now, I don't know why I haven't been talked about this because hey, personally, your girl loves them 50-year-olds. No, I'm playing. But I do like older men for sure. And I just feel like, maybe because you guys haven't asked and because we kind of talk about like the bad things, the things that they don't like, now we can kind of talk about something more positive and something more lovely. Okay, so fellas, like I said, let your girl know if you want the part 2. And then if you've noticed any videos that I brought to my channel that's new or any other videos you guys want to see, let your girl know. Okay, so please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and check out all my links and website down below, okay? 2 other channels. All right, fellas, the discussion is going to be based all around maturity. If you guys have not understood that women tend to go back to older men and let's just start with materialistic things because we're talking about modern day, but I'll switch it up in a second. But if you've noticed, a lot of women going back to the same guys that do have a nice car, or at least have a house, have a place that's, even if it's rented, obviously that's still a good thing. If it's a condo, that's nice, right? So all these little features, all these little materialistic things, they're giving value to that man, right? She looks at him, he has that, more attractive. Now you find that, like I said, more so with older men, just the chance is gonna be higher, the maturity is gonna be higher. But now let's go ahead and move on to how older men are mature, and this is mindset wise, and this is heart wise, this is soul wise, this is inside, this is everything that's out here or in here but not out here, and everything that I've been preaching to you guys about mindset. So because this is discussion, I like to do that, and it's all about maturity, how much older men are more mature obviously than a younger man. And also remember that you fellas actually mature slower than women. So not most times, actually every single time you are a woman's age, she should be more mature than you actually. So that's just another fun fact, that women mature quicker than men, okay? But I want to just move on to what I really love to talk about. I love to stick on this topic so much because this is what I use to change my mindset, to transform my life. And then also, obviously, fellas, I preach about this heavily on how you have to get your mind right. So now the mindset of how women love older men and why they love older men is that maturity kicks in on how he will treat her, but it's based on how he knows how to handle her. So oftentimes, older men, truth of it is, actually know how to deal with younger women way better than obviously a man that's younger than that man right there that's older. So sometimes it's like 5 years and plus, you guys, that you got to be older, and she can notice the maturity level to be different. But being able to deal with her, this means you got to be able to handle her in so many different ways. And so the major thing is going to be her feelings and attitude, how she speaks to you. Women are so tired and bored of going up to a man and basically, oh, well, he's just going to get upset. He's just going to get mad. And, eventually I'll still talk to him again or something like that. Now, yes, women are getting something from that man most times. There's a reason why she's sticking around, but she's still complaining. But she still complains. And that's because she wants her man to be able to have his emotions together enough to be able to tell her no, or to tell her you can't have that, or I'm not gonna let that happen. And also other things, different examples for you guys, there's things such as plans. Women cancel a lot of times with men that they don't take serious. So younger men out there, the truth is that a lot of times women look at you guys and doubt that you guys can handle her in that aspect of the alpha male. And I like to say alpha because you have to take it like this. They're normally the most masculine ones out there. Now, you can throw your 2 cents in there. Sigma males, they do their own thing. I just think Sigma males is not a physical thing. I would just say they're more of like a lone wolf type of vibe, do their own thing type of vibe. And alphas, I feel like just overall, when you think of alpha, I think of like beastie, right? So when the beastie mode comes in, the beast mode, the masculine mode, it's down to if she's gonna disrespect you or treat you mistreat you and then show you other things, like show you mixed emotions, you're gonna be able to handle it as the masculine, most aggressive type of man out there and say, I'm not gonna tolerate it. Now, this is how, and this is why it's better with older men. They don't deal with women the same way a younger man would, as in, an older man, his maturity level would be like, I don't have time for this shit, okay? And then with a younger man, it's like, you know, he is young, but also the maturity allows him to want to fool around, to want to live life more, live a single life if that's what it is, or act like it. There's different reasons, there's different stages, of course, in life, but you have to be realistic with where a man's gonna be financially at this age. And sometimes, you know, also the woman, obviously, you know, the women are asking for this and that, right? So if you can't provide, another reason obviously is that older man have a chance of having more money to, or having access to money, making more money, right? So the older you get, it's basically more valuable. Wow, I was really gonna look for a word, but I don't have to. But the older you get, the more valuable you get, you know, the more wiser, as you know, they say, right? But you guys, it's the biggest bet is like, you guys just be mature with her, as it show your emotions are in control, because women are not gonna literally like sympathize with you guys. For you simps out there especially, right? You guys are really trying your hardest to show a fake masculine side. So this older side, that maturity side, a woman starts honestly submitting more because she now knows this man, first of all, understands his feelings. But guess what? The nice thing about you, you could help her now understand her own feelings. And so if you take it like this, if a woman doesn't really know how she's feeling most times, or is lost in her feelings, if she deals with an older man that can sit her down and not only be able to talk to her, like communication wise, in a way where a younger man can't, but that man, he can also go ahead and have her speak her feelings, have her understand why she's really a bitter Becky. I was gonna say, you know, the other B, but right, you know, he could actually understand why women also act the way that they act. So also with the wiseness that comes in that to that man, what's gonna help him is that he's gonna know if she's playing games in those moments. So it's like the games you can't really play with older men sometimes. Now, yeah, for sure there's older men out there that you could most definitely, like hands down, you can most definitely, you know, not find those characteristics. But the thing is, you're expected by a certain time or by a certain age, by women, of course, to have certain things aligned in your life, and that's just the facts of it. So it's like keeping up with your age is mandatory. Like I said, since women do not mature slower than you guys are gonna be behind. So automatically you guys have to step up your game with keeping your feelings together, controlling how you react to her, and then controlling the environment, like controlling how you are leading by example. We can say it like that as well. You guys, it's getting really hot. Y'all see the sun coming in and out? Oh my goodness. No, I really needed that. But as we continue, excuse me. So to move on, the maturity thing, I want to go back now to the physical. I'm gonna go and, you know, touch on the whole emotional aspect of how, like, hey, the older you are, this is how it is. Like, you have this to give her, you have that to give her, you know, you're a wise man, come sit on the couch now, let's talk. But you see, it's a whole different vibe. Now, if we go back to the whole materialistic side, an older man can spoil her. Hugh Hefner, I'm gonna talk about him in like a whole different video, a separate video. But if y'all don't know Hugh Hefner, you know, he had most of these girls out here. No, not really, but he did have you know, a great amount of females lined up. And obviously he was an older man that basically had younger women. And I don't know all about him, I just know 1, 2 things, okay? That's why I'm just like, let me just put it out there. But he was a man that had women around him that were all younger, basically. That's what I could recall. So listen, what does Hugh Hefner have? Money. He has, well, status matters, and status is huge, but you also have to understand, with the older you get, your status is gonna play different. So it's kind of like, if she's with a younger mindset, if she's so into this party lifestyle, being outside, being in the mix, just, you know, turn up type of thing, then you being older, it might not be that valuable in certain aspects. She can only benefit from just that maturity side of having your life together, not playing those games. But if it's any other thing, oh, the older, you know how it is. The older you get, the more you're going to be inside, right? You're going to become more of a homebody. So it could come with its cons, as in she could feel like she's with a boring man, or, you know, it's like an older man and it's like, oh, well, you know, he can't keep up type of thing. But, you know, sometimes a lot of women can overlook that. And so when we go back to the physical and we talk about Hugh Hefner and what you can do physically, materialistically, you could buy her this whole entire, you know, restaurant type of thing. If a guy, I was going to say this guy, but if a guy can do all these things or do something for her, since you specifically might not have the same long money as obviously Hugh Hefner, you have something else that you can offer. Now, this is what I want to keep stressing. Time. Don't be so stressed that it's not happening right now. It's gonna. So now, and also, if you're not an older man watching this video still can help you, right? It doesn't really matter your age. We're just discussing anyways, right? So now if you could actually buy her maybe food, and it's down to how broke is this woman that you're dealing with? How broke is she? How broke is she? So the more broke, don't think about sorry, I couldn't get the word for a second. The looks, don't think about that. Just think about her lifestyle. Is she really broke? Like, and I mean, as in, does she make her own money? As in, like, is she using guys? Is that where her money's coming from? Is her main income other men? Right? So the more broke she is compared to you as a fella, you won't have to do as much compared to a woman that isn't as broke, or obviously maybe her beauty helped her to get other guys, where her status now is like, okay, well, this woman has so much money, and it allowed her to build something where it gave her more valuable. But the moral of the story is, because she could be so broke, she won't want a man, or she won't think so much of a man that has to have this and that. So she'll accept a dinner date. she'll accept what else? You even taking her to the corner. Like, she'll accept anything that she's probably not used to. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nowadays, the guys that are out here so stressing about the women that are not giving, or that woman that's not giving you what you want, fellas, there's a lot of women out here that look just as good as that woman, or even better. And we can say this also, maybe even has a better personality, maybe even has more to offer, that she will accept literally just something so small, just because, hey, I'm not used to it, just because I never had a guy do that. And also, well, you know, sometimes they don't know their own value. So you guys also will think that you have to basically, as just a man now, be financially stable to that extent where women are saying, well, you have to have 6 figures and up. Don't listen to all that, because it's the way where you are acting. What makes sense is that your emotions, like I was saying earlier, and now that we're getting to recapping, I might as well mention what I wanted to say. As I was saying earlier, that mindset, you're not going to easily, for women, you're not easily going to find it with every man. And women really get tired of children behavior, I mean. They really get tired of pettiness. Women really get tired of, going out or going to you know, the same place and having the same results. They get tired of fooling around sometimes. So you know what, it's different vibes still with a younger guy. Those are the considerations of you have to consider when the physicals are kicking in, you guys. Okay, and then I have to go now, move on and say, if you have your emotional and physical literally aligned, as in you're older, or let's say you're at a good age, or, you know, you could be younger trying some of these things, but if you have it aligned where you're making steady progress, that's where you're going to be more noticed regardless by women. And that's what attracts a lot of women to older men. Like, just looking at that man and knowing that he has his things together. And this starts just from even the bare minimum. Even if it's a shit car, or even if it's your G. I don't know what you guys, I mean your G1. And I don't know what you guys call it out there, but I'm talking about license, right? Your first one out here is called G1. Even if it's your G2, that's your second one, and your last one is G. So even if you don't even have a license, but you're going to find a job, at least put in that effort, and then waiting 2-3 months. Just as a man now, that just maturity of actually putting in work, effort-wise, that just shows your value. So basically, the moral of the story is, with any man, if you have those traits of an older man, it's gonna make you more attracted to women, regardless of their age. But the thing is, it comes with, what did I say? Most times with older men. And so, you know, it always has these women right back attracted to those types of guys. And it's just like that. It's always gonna be that way until maybe, and it's never really gonna change. You know, I think it's just really in the nature, right? Maybe if, you know, men around that woman's age, or at least a little bit older, maybe the maturity can align, as in she'll feel like, oh, well, he's not so childish in the future. But overall, the truth is it doesn't really matter, because older men still have that advantage due to just being older. It allows them, right? The more years on them, it helps them. So, and last thing, consider, not every older man has this, but this is overall. Okay, so that's all. I really, really hope this video was helpful. There was so much more I wanted to add. There is always so much more I want to add, right? When is there not? But there is things that I do want to elaborate in a video like ASAP, like quick. So if you guys do want that, of course, you guys already know the drill. Let me know. And then also the other videos, like I said. And then please check out my website, y'all. There's a whole lot of stuff on there. Patreon and 2 other channels. Okay, you guys will see me in my next video. Enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.